which is reviewing and refining themes. And that's what I've done here. So basically, it's a matter of going in to my preliminary themes after I formulated all of them, as I showed you there. You can see I formulated initial or preliminary themes as shown below. We have alternative ways of managing atrial fibrillation. You can see that. We have associated feeding when participants take anticoagulants. We have atrial fibrillation definition, atrial fibrillation symptoms, causes of atrial fibrillation, which include drinking, excessive weight, hereditary factors, and smoking. Remember, these were the codes we began with. These are the codes. This is the preliminary theme. So medical staff definition of atrial fibrillation, there we have that, and that's how I came up with all the preliminary themes. Then I went to the fourth step of the Brown and Clark 6-step framework for thematic analysis, which is reviewing and refining themes. You can see it's just a matter of editing themes and looking for a pattern of shared meaning between different themes and asking myself, are there some themes I can combine? For example, medical staff definition of atrial fibrillation and participants' definition of atrial fibrillation. If you look at that, you can see this preliminary theme, atrial fibrillation definition, and another preliminary theme, medical staff definition of atrial fibrillation. So I combined these two together to form one major theme called atrial fibrillation definition. Under that, we have one sub-theme called medical staff definition of atrial fibrillation and participants' definition of atrial fibrillation. Those are two sub-themes now under the main theme. And for every sub-theme, we have codes. Finally, we have theme sub-theme codes. And to come from preliminary themes to final themes, which is reviewing and refining themes, what we check is the pattern of shared meaning. By having preliminary themes that are informed by our questions, doesn't mean we are using our questions as themes. No, because as you can see, finally, we have to look for a pattern of shared meaning between the sub-themes to form the final themes. You can see also for theme 2, we have atrial fibrillation symptoms such as drumming and fatigue. Then we have another theme called the causes of atrial fibrillation. You can see smoking, hereditary factors, excessive weight, drinking, and being born with a bicuspid valve. We can see that the shared meaning of different codes combine together to form the meaning of the main theme. Basically, that's how you review and refine themes. And in some instances, you can see we form sub-themes.